HarperCollins presents Here Comes the Ex by Portia MacIntosh, read by Karen Cass. Prologue. New Year's Day 2009. I've always had bad timing. I never budget for long enough in the bathroom. I've missed more buses than I've made. I was even born late, 17 days late to be exact, which took me from being the creative, passionate, stubborn Leo that I think I am, to being the organised, practical, shy Virgo that I absolutely am not. Last night, though. Last night was something else. Last night, it felt like time was actually against me. Missed connections? A case of mistaken identity? What does it matter? As the clock struck midnight, dragging me from 2008 to 2009, I realised exactly what can happen when you're in the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time. Yep, I've always had bad timing. But last night, it ruined everything. Chapter 1. Now. I've never been one for inspirational quotes. You know the ones. They constantly pop up on your Facebook newsfeed. White text on a colourful or scenic background, usually shared by some distant cousin, old school friend or random acquaintance you don't remember befriending, shared because it's just so damn profound and relatable. Don't be a woman that needs a man, be a woman that a man needs, emblazoned across a sunset, as though the two are somehow related. Or the famous Marilyn Monroe one. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Which I really don't think anyone should subscribe to, because it basically translates to, if you don't put up with me when I'm being a bitch, you don't deserve me when I'm being nice. As much as I hate these quotes, I saw one today that felt very apt. Not that I felt the need to hit the share button, though. It said, "The friends you make at university are your friends for life." And that one must be true, because if it weren't, I wouldn't be driving down a dark country lane in Norfolk on my way to my old uni friend's wedding. I alternate concentrating on the road with scanning the darkness for signs of life. One of my colleagues told me there was a lot to see in Norfolk, but not here, not tonight. There is absolutely nothing to see here. It did cross my mind to make an excuse. I have to work, I'm having dental surgery, I'm on holiday. But these days people book their weddings so far in advance, they don't even give you the chance to come up with an excuse that is both polite and gets you off the hook. I had to RSVP to this thing almost 2 years ago. Can you imagine being engaged for 2 years? I can't even imagine having a boyfriend for 2 years. That's probably why I'm so anxious about this wedding tomorrow. Matt, the groom, is one of 5 people I shared a house with in Manchester during my 3rd year at uni. It's been 10 years since we all graduated, and 5 years since we all saw each other last. For the most part, we've always been the worst kind of millennials. With the exception of Ed, who is more than making up for our collective shortfall with his 4 children so far, we all stumbled into our 30s unwed and childless. The rest of us are contributing to a country with an ageing population and a declining birth rate because we're all way too busy with our jobs and our lives. And it's just so easy to think we can put off these things until later. But as my mum keeps reminding me, I'm losing daylight, eggs, and the figure to bag myself a decent man. All of which sound like something from a bygone era or a sci-fi movie with a dystopian future for women. But when my mum was my age, 31, she'd already had me and my sister, so I guess you can't blame her for thinking I'm wasting my life. The problem now is that it's so easy to compare myself to my uni friends. We all had the same start in adult life. We all got degrees, and then we went off into the world. Well, I didn't go off anywhere, I stayed in Manchester, and we all got jobs in our fields. Relationship-wise, we're all at very different stages. But while Ed is married, Matt is getting married tomorrow, Zach and Fiona are engaged, yes, to each other, and Mark, or Clarky, as he's more commonly known to those who tolerate him, has a girlfriend.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?